Welcome to Man Talk 133 with me and you, Nate. What's up, my boy?
Sir, what's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
Man, ain't nothing to it. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. It's Friday. Y'all already know what it is every Friday. Military Broadcast Radio, mbradio.us. Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. Y'all tune in every Friday. I shouldn't have to tell y'all this every Friday, but for the ones that just
In the
skip
back,
past the intro because y'all want to see us so bad. You see what I'm saying? No, just
yeah. They said let's get past the intro, yeah.
yeah, today. I'm gonna say it again, dog.
Yeah, the intro devastating, ain't it, to them, ain't it?
Yeah, dog. Yeah,
But you know
man.
the military got to get theirs.
They
You
got
know,
to get it,
they
dog.
got to get theirs, so we can't complain.
Yeah, dog. Hey, y'all gotta. I mean, y'all tune in. And you know what's crazy? Because you talk. Let me say this, dog. You know, ESPN. Let me
Hmm.
come forward, please. We set up here on this thing. My man said he said you feel a game seven. I said I feel a game seven too. I call ending six, and
Yep.
somebody in this house named Jordan called OKC in six. So last night they didn't pull it off. So it's
It
still
won't
another chance for Indy. Let me
it
let
won't
y'all be clear too. I'm not an Indy fan.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I just go against the grain sometimes. Maybe it may not be the right thing to do, but
Right. It
it's
wasn't.
game seven.
We said Jordan called it, but it wasn't an MJ.
Yeah. Jordan. My bad, y'all. Not Michael Jordan, dog. He,
Yo, Jordan.
me and Mike, we cool, but he ain't in the house, y'all. We were talking
Right.
about my Jordan. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So shout out to what you call it, man. It's gonna be a good game.
That's
It's
what they
gonna be
wanted,
a
man.
dog fight. I'm telling you.
I told you this what it was gonna be the last week, man. Before we got off, I said OKC was gonna win, tied up.
Yep.
It was gonna go back to OKC, and then it was gonna win game 5, make it 3-2,
Yeah.
go back to Indy. Man, look at this. See what I'm saying? Game six, three
Yeah.
three.
ESPN.
They ain't got nothing else on TV. That's all.
All
They
we
play
need is a
game 7.
30-minute segment, Doc.
Yeah,
Look, I holler
that's
at your
all.
boys.
Yeah,
That's all we
that's all.
need.
We'll be up there for a
Yeah.
few minutes.
Yeah.
We'll give
Just
you a little bit.
bring us on. We got you. Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. Reach out to us.
Right. Yeah.
We'll get y'all right. The predictions that nobody would even. Matter of fact, Doc, let me go ahead and step out there, Doc. Matter of fact, we didn't get these folks some outlooks out here they ain't think about.
Okay.
The LeBron and Magic comparison, they ain't heard that nowhere else. The
Yeah.
Reese and Caitlin Clark, they ain't heard that nowhere else.
Right.
Because they always trying to pit them together, but they're two totally different players. You can't pit two totally different players together. Stop it. It
And
don't
let
work.
me rewind that for one more time. And they didn't get the Reese Clark. Then, Angel Reese is a Dennis Rodman player, type
Mm-hmm.
player.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark is an Isaiah Thomas type player.
There you go.
Neither one of them check each other unless it's on a pick and roll, maybe going to the basket. They not 1-1 on each other. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
maybe if Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark is matched up, maybe that's something different. Like I
Yeah.
said, or Juju or Tarazi or whatever.
Something totally different. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, they want to make an issue. That's why
Yeah.
they always make that comparison.
But let me tell y'all something. Boy, we get up here and get way off track.
Yeah,
Who am I?
we
The
we
top,
way out there.
topic. The topic we're gonna talk about today, dog, is today's military mindset, right?
Okay, yeah, because it's way out there.
Excuse me, y'all.
It's way-
We way out there, dog. But we had, we just did a little, I mean, a little highlight reel, a little one of them what them little
Yep,
tapes called for ESPN, so they can pull it and see
yep.
how
Mm-hmm.
you feel what I'm saying. Today's military, doc. So I heard something that was kind of interesting topic to me, interesting point to me. And once I hear somebody, I got to do my research on it.
Yeah.
So the question is, why is today's military largely obese? Now, before y'all folk out there hit us with the comments, because somebody hit me somewhere the other day, and he said, "Hey, DEI stands for didn't earn it." I was like, Wow. Did you learn that all by yourself? Amazing. Like, I don't know who.
Exactly.
Come on, dog. Stop with that. So I'm gonna get in some statistics. Now,
Well, I know you getting
this is
ready.
kind of older one. No, go ahead. Get it.
No, I
Get
was just saying you need. I know you are getting ready to get into that. I can't let that one slide.
it. Yeah,
I know
go ahead,
you
dog.
ready. Hey, he must be talking about the White House right now, ain't he? This
Probably.
administration ain't it? Okay, go ahead, cause they sure didn't earn to be in there.
Yeah,
So go ahead.
you know
I
the
guess
ones
that's
they
DEI, but yeah, go ahead.
you know the ones that got like one subscriber or something just want to be they agitators. You know what? My wife keep telling me to ignore them.
Don't read the comments.
But I sometimes the flesh get the best of me, dog.
Yeah, it does.
Especially when it's low hanging fruit. That's an easy one.
Right,
DEI didn't earn it. Really? Wow, you came up with it all by yourself.
right.
Amazing. Wow.
Just look at this administration, and it'll tell you who earned it or not. They didn't earn it. So
There
okay,
you
go ahead.
go.
Well, you can go ahead.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
obesity rates, this is an older one. I was trying to find 2024, 2025, but this is the most current data
Hmm.
through 2024. It's kind of limited, but the Army National Guard has obesity rate of 20.6. The Marine Corps Reserve has one of 7.3%. Army 23.2%. The Navy 29.1%. Air Force 26.9%. Marine Corps. This one kind of shocked me a little bit because y'all boys run all the time. 12.6%.
But I guess you did say the reserve, right?
No. This is the reserve has 7.3 and the Marine Corps itself
Hmm.
has 12.6%
Hmm.
obesity. But let me say it like this though. A lot of that did come from the COVID. COVID has, that's why I said in 2025 it's probably gonna be way lower.
Right.
But dude, what's going on, bro? As soon as I get up here and start talking, bro. But it probably gonna be lower because these rates are like coming off of COVID. You know what I'm saying? So it may
Hmm.
be. I mean, y'all might be in like the what, 2-3%.
Man, I think cats just well, cats they just lazy now, man. That's what I look at it like that.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got a new breed. We talk about this all the time,
yeah,
address it all the
man.
time. We got a new breed of people coming in the military now, man, and
Totally.
they write home to mommy, mommy. They
Dude ain't said mommy did.
mommy they're exercising me too hard, and mommy, they just yelling at me, and
Oh
then
shoot.
mommy goes on the
Man
news.
said mommy.
Yeah, I got to give it to them like that so they'll know how they actually sound.
Oh shoot.
Like mommy gets on the news and she cries and she screams to CNN, and they try to do a whole investigation. And now my boys, basic training, they got to kind of pull back on them, pull the reins back on them or whatever, because mommy, they done cried to mommy, and
It's a
then mommy,
different military now, boy.
yeah, and mommy has gone on to the.
Yo,
Let me
bro.
stop. Let
No,
me
you
stop.
telling no for real though. You
But I'm
you you
serious.
telling the truth about that, man,
Yeah,
because
that's what it is.
think about this. 21.6 of active duty military personnel, which are classified obese. It was in 2022. Now, if we drop down to 2023,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Still 21.6.
See.
And guess what? I ain't even finished, dog. They talk like, therefore, it's based on this data is real data.
Mm-hmm.
It's nearly 70% of American soldiers are either overweight or obese.
It's bad, man. That's bad, dog.
I'm I'm gonna sit back on that.
That's bad, dog. I'm like,
70% of soldiers, and now this is for 2024. 2025 is coming. It may go down, but because we ain't done with 2025. But as of right now, 70%,
mm-hmm.
70% obese or overweight.
And see, I know something here because, like I said, I had it was a different topic. I had a
Hmm.
discussion with a young guy the other day, and he was like, "Oh man, y'all always talk about the old school guys versus young school or young guys or whatever." What you just said right there, I know the old school guys. I know we'll crush them because like we used to have all our gear when the truck or ATV, whatever you want to call it, when it stopped 5 miles out, because they said this is the end of the road, and we got to get from this point A to point B
Yeah,
to our destination. Hey, we got to hump the rest of the way.
for sure.
But we won't in those 7% ranges like the where them boys is now. They couldn't make it.
They couldn't make it,
You
dog.
know
So,
why? I tell you why.
cause of money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mommy gonna make them a sandwich and make sure they got some soda on the table for them when they get home from school.
Yeah,
But yeah,
mama.
yeah. Then a lot of these guys too, man. They getting these drones and they doing it. It's
Yeah, yeah,
laziness or whatever. But it is what it is, I guess, with the technology. But really, it's mainly mommy though. They gonna
yeah,
kill. Like I'm saying, they ain't gonna like kill me like what is you're saying, mommy. But they gonna kill me for us laughing.
yeah.
But yeah,
Dog. Hey,
yeah. But
mommy, you
mommy,
right though.
yeah,
That's a
mommy's
fact.
yeah, mommy gonna take care of them. So.
Think about it, man. I think me personally, I think the main reason why they join now,
Hmm.
what's the reason for them? Education,
Yep.
paychecks, travel free, job
Yep.
security. They ain't going into no wars nowhere. Think
Right.
about it, it's financial security. Then some of them join because they watch these videos on YouTube and
Yeah.
they watch these videos, the soldiers coming home and they just want to, they want to feel that feeling. And it
Yeah.
ain't about, it's not about really,
Validation.
yeah, that's what they're looking for, right? And it's not really about protecting the country because a lot of times when it's time to get down and get dirty,
Hmm.
mommy, mommy out there in front of the base now trying to keep their son from going, but that's what he signed up for.
Yeah, with the signs and stuff like that, all that. Yeah, you're right.
It's too late. They sign up for either that, they get out and then they get a, dishonorable or whatever they get. But I'm just saying nowadays they looking for that sense of patriotism. And the ones that can't join, what they go
Hmm.
do? Law enforcement.
Yeah, and see, they ain't got that mentality like you said. Mommy marching for them.
Yeah.
They ain't got no. Let me just put it like this.
Go ahead and put it to them, dog.
Back in
They
the
need to
day,
hear the
man.
real, dog.
Back in the day, man. We finish them. That's what we did. We just go finish them. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you can't beat us. We ain't scared of y'all. We gonna finish y'all.
Yeah.
Get over there and lay down.
Yeah. Line up and march to
Yeah.
where we tell y'all to go to.
Now I'm talking about overseas
Yeah,
too. Get over there and
surrendering.
lay
I'm talking
down.
about surrendering their
Yeah,
weapons and all
yeah,
that.
yeah. Get in this barbed wire over here and be quiet.
Yeah.
Like they ain't got that this no this today's time. They ain't
They,
got that.
they
You
don't,
got
bro.
to have that. You got to have that mentality. Us against the world. Can't nobody beat me or us. Get over there and be quiet. Sit down and shut up. We gonna punish you. They ain't got that in them. They ain't got that in them now.
In other words, dog, they don't got that dog in them.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they ain't got it like the old
Yeah.
school. The old school, when you and when you take kids from doing
Mm.
outdoor events, like we used to stay outside all day, running through woods, stick of
Yep.
briars, and
Right.
we used to do crazy stuff to each other. Remember the
Mm.
blackberry patch, push each other
Oh
in the
yeah.
briars and
Oh yeah.
stuff
Yes.
like that. Now, boy, if you push a child in some briars right now, that's child abuse.
Man, they be saying mommy they when they step on a rock. Oh
You ain't
my.
lying, mommy. Can you kiss my boo boo? Let me stop before
Hey
they.
man. Hey man. Let me reel it in a little bit. I'm getting ready to snap out there. Like get over there and shut up.
Yeah, for real. And, a lot of some of the detailed reasons, some of the reasons why they joining, it ain't about it ain't about it ain't about going to war, nothing like this. It's about the
Right.
GI Bill,
Hmm.
skill development. A lot of them go in and they develop a skill, come out, and then they use it, inside the workforce.
Hmm.
It ain't even about, training for war.
Yeah.
Then you talk. This is another thing too that I wish they would do this part different, and you
Mm-hmm.
probably would agree. Now, you infantry, you grunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you been in there. Let's give you. I'm gonna say 8 or 9 years. You in there. You grunt. You grinding, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get a 4 year degree. I'm 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
I hit officer candidate school. Now I come in with a 4 year degree, and I'm telling you what to do, and they ain't had no boots on the ground. Tell me how that work, bro. Like they don't know. Like you as just say like for example, you have been actually boots on the ground in the Gulf and all this stuff. So if you got a person coming out of college, they ain't never ever ever seen a war zone. How they
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell me what to do?
Right. And I guess it depends on certain units. Like we had guys come in, second lieutenants or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They got the little gold bars on. They fresh out.
Yeah.
They come in. One thing I can say, the units that I've been in, they came in with some respect. They earned their respect.
Mm-hmm.
They come in. They know, even though they got more rank than us or me, but when they came in, they saw the situations or whatever. We tell them what position that we need. Hey, we don't need to be over there. We trying to put us at.
Yeah.
I know where we need to be set up at over here.
Yeah.
And they be like, okay, corporal, hey, you take your squad, y'all do, do what y'all, do what y'all do. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So I've been fortunate enough to have, I think one thing about the guys coming in the grunt unit now, they probably a little different
Mm-hmm.
if they coming into the admin units. Because,
Mm-hmm.
like say, working in the office, they probably throw their rank around.
Oh, for sure. That's what
But
I'm
when they
saying.
but when they come out in the grunt and when they come out in the grunt units, they kind of, we know they lieutenants, we respect them, but they respect us too.
Mm-hmm.
Saying so they kind of know what it is, and they really don't mess with them gunnies, like in
Yeah.
the corps, them gunnies and them first sergeants and them master gunnery sergeants and all that. No, lieutenants, them little lieutenants be like, nah, y'all handle that, you just let me just get back with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Just
that's
get
how
back
it's
with
supposed to be though. Like you got
right.
some people they come in certain branches
Mm-hmm.
and they just base it solely on their rank and they feel like they could just tell, hey, bro, I get what you got. And I understand, I see all the stripes, all the ribbons, all that. However,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hey, I
Yeah.
outrank you. You got to do, hey, bro, you got to bow down.
You see, I think that kind of situation, I think it kind of work in what kind of unit you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when you in a grunt unit, recons,
Delta,
rangers and stuff like
Delta
that.
Force, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, them little lieutenants just coming out of college. They ain't coming in mess with them salty boys, them salty
Nah.
dog boys that been in for a minute. They gon' we gonna respect them, but they gonna respect us too. But I think when they go in, like I said, administration, medical department, motor T or supply, something like that, where
Uh-huh.
it's kind of like an office setting. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of throw their weight around because you pretty much working in the office
Yeah.
versus actually being on the ground with
Mm-hmm.
infantry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And,
So
and another one, dog, they have they want to have, we talked about this, a sense of purpose
mhm.
and patriotism. They join because they have a strong sense of patriotism until
Hmm.
until they say they need to see you cross them waters, and then all of a sudden that sense of patriotism go away quick.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. I'm just being honest because
Yeah.
you think about it, man. Like, okay, they have a sense of patriotism, and they let them in. They look. It's
Hmm.
sad that they look the other way. You know, when somebody come in, you can see they obese. You can see that they just, bruh, like, come on, dog. Like,
You get that quota.
yeah, and then they just, can we get a waiver for old buddy?
Yeah.
How much overweight is it? Just roughly look at him about 20 pounds, knowing he 50 pounds over.
Right.
And then once they, excuse me, get in and they come in slim and trim and then they just forget it. You know why? Because they got people that's fixing them numbers when they do them PT tests. They ain't even got to do them. Hey, long as you
Right.
hooking me up at the chow hall, doc, we good.
Right.
You know,
One thing about PI, one thing about Paris Island, when you get down there,
yeah.
They can play with the numbers they want to at the recruiting station.
Yeah.
But when you get down there when they make you hit them pull up balls,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna know a whole lot about you.
For sure.
When
That's
they
a
get when
fact.
they when they get me when they put you on them, they gonna do them three things unless they change some stuff. They gonna put you on that 3 mile run, or at first they're gonna start off with a mile and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You put you on that mile and a half, they gonna put you on them pull ups, and they
Yep.
gonna put you on them sit ups.
Yep. For
And I
sure.
forgot I left the put
Push
you
ups.
can't leave the push ups out.
Yeah.
They gonna see where you at.
I remember going down there, dog. I never forget this day, April 10th, 1995. I went down there and our first once we got settled in, my first um PT test, it was thundering. They don't care nothing about that.
Oh no.
You running, dog. I'm talking about you running. You basically got to squint your eyes because it's raining so hard, and you ain't lying. Go and get up there on that pull up bar.
Yeah.
You go, and then now, and you know, they have you run, and you probably know yourself as you running the mile. You got exercise places you got to stop at. Let me get them push ups,
Yep.
and then you got to run to another. It's Marine Corps. They built different. That's why it shocked me with the 12 point some percent
Oh,
obesity.
yeah.
That shocked me because they built different. That's a fact.
But see, that go back to mommy.
Yeah, mommy and what you got supply.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's been documented. I forgot what years, a few years back. You know, boy down there, he got roughed up a little bit. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? You know,
yep,
he wrote home, mom. I guess his Mothers Against Marines or whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it. I don't even pay it no mind, but I just do remember that. And
yep.
I mean, everybody get it. When you step on Paris Island, everybody get it. It
Get
ain't
them
just it
yellow
ain't it ain't, it
footprints.
ain't yeah, it ain't just your son.
Yeah, everybody's
Everybody's son
son.
get it. Yeah, everybody get it.
Even the ones that's giving it to you got it. So
Right.
you think you ain't gonna get it?
Right.
You
So
join the
yeah.
wrong branch. Stop looking at that uniform. Go and get you one of them little pretty little white hats with the
Mhm.
little cape hanging off the back. I'm talking about the Navy dog.
Right. It's for with the Marine Corps. That commercial, that commercial for real.
yeah,
Few.
the proud, the Marines, and you got to
Yep.
earn every bit
Gotta
of it.
earn it.
I don't care that. And a lot of them, like you were just talking about, increased mark because the recruiting is down.
Hmm.
So they put some of the best looking Marine and Air Force people
Oh yeah.
and Army guys. I'm talking about they make them look some of the best. And then when you go to some of these bases, you be like, what happened to that guy I saw in the picture, bro? Like, cause that dude right there, his boots ain't bloused up right. His
Right.
gig line off. His
Hmm.
hat looked like he got a ball cap on. I'm
Yep.
just like, yo, what
Yep.
happened to that guy?
Yeah, that's
You know what
what
I'm
they say.
saying?
They pencil whipping.
Yeah. And then
Pencil.
they got to get the recruiting up. They got
Mhm.
all these different things, man. I like I said, I heard that, I was listening to something, man, and I was like, dude, that's interesting. I never thought about that. And then
What's that?
it hit about obesity. And then it hit me. It is a lot of obese people that's, dude, not just the Air Force. I mean,
Yep.
not just the military. We talking about the police, fire
Yep.
department, sheriffs. Honestly, dog, how if he 260
Hmm.
and you take off on him,
Hmm.
run to my running.
Hmm.
For real though, dog. Like, how he gonna catch it? Just imagine Prime back in the day, and you take off, and he 260.
He gone. It's over.
Is you see what I'm saying? Like,
It's over. And I actually seen some guys do that too, man, recently.
yeah, it's crazy, dog. It's
Like you
crazy.
said, 240, 250. They try to catch a
It ain't
man
gonna
take
work.
off on them. It's over.
It ain't gonna work, dog. But listen, I want to come on a little bit to talk about that. Y'all, look, man, y'all check us out, dog.
Yeah. But before you go, man, I think I mean, it is what it is, man. It's just, hey, man, I mean, it's just so much, I guess so much junk food or
Yeah,
snacks at people's disposal now. Cause see,
yeah, true that.
years ago, it was just like fast food, for instance, before we get out of here. Fast food, for instance, back in the day was a that was a treat.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what
for
I'm
real.
saying?
For
Like
real. Yeah.
you may get it at the end of the week or the weekend for a
Yeah. Yeah.
treat, or you may not. You may get it in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but you had to eat what they put on that table back in the day.
What they
Well,
cook,
see,
bro.
yeah, but now fast food is an everyday thing.
Yeah.
When it used to be a treat back in the day, it's an everyday. It's dinner now.
You think about it though. What's a treat now since you can get whatever you want whenever you want?
Yeah, and I ain't, I mean, the boys can ride by Dunkin' or either Krispy Kreme and get a donut like
Whenever they
whenever,
want.
you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no treats no more. So this, that's a big contributor to, if you ask me, to the obesity.
And you know what's crazy? I asked a dude the other day. He looked at me and started laughing like, "Man, you right." I was like, "You have you ever been to a meeting or have somebody leave and they get gonna have something the next day? They're like, man, hey, bring the donuts in the morning. Have you ever heard anybody else say, hey man, bring the fruit in the morning?
Right. You right. You right.
Can you
You
stop by and
right.
pick up some fruit? Never have you ever heard that. Hey, can you grab the donuts in the morning?
Yep. Grab the donuts in the morning.
And look, like, bro,
Right.
look, I'm 50.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ain't saying I'm like in the best, but dude, look at me, dog. I'm in better
Right.
shape than some of the guys that's in
Mm.
the military right now at
Yep.
18, 20 years old.
Yep.
And
And
probably can outrun some of them.
I'm mid 50.
You see
Like,
what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? So, I
You think
mean,
about it, dog. I probably can run right now. I sometime I could do probably 5 miles running, right?
mm-hmm.
I guarantee you can go pull probably about six of them, five or
Mm-hmm.
six of them. I guarantee you, I probably can outrun most of them
Yep.
longer because I mean the obesity rate is saying it 70%.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey y'all, listen, thank y'all for joining. Excuse me, y'all. Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Dara, Military Broadcast Radio,
That's right.
every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. MB Radio, MBRadio.us. We on Facebook, Instagram, all over the place. Y'all check us out.
That's
And
right.
then y'all like, comment, share, subscribe because y'all been doing a good job at it. So hey, keep going. We appreciate it. Until next time, we out of here.